So if you haven't watched any of my other videos, you won't know that I chose not to go to uni at the same time as my other friends. And I've explained why in other videos, I'm not going to explain it here. But anyways, because of this, most of my friends have left. And I'm not going to say all of my friends have gone. I still have like a few of my good friends still in the country. But besides that, most of my time is spent alone. And when I mean alone, like by myself, I'm spending most of my time by myself. It's because the things that I'm doing right now, I don't need to go into an office to do. I can just do them on my laptop at home. So quite literally I spend most of my days alone. But the funny thing is, in this period I haven't felt lonely at all. I haven't felt isolated. And I won't lie, social media has helped because whenever I do feel lonely, I can just phone my friends and I can have a chat with them and it'll feel like they're right next to me. But I think the main reason why I haven't felt lonely is because I'm my best friend. And you're like, how are you my best friend? I am literally my best friend. I enjoy my company more than I enjoy most people's company. I've always naturally been like this, but what strengthened it is the habit of journaling nearly every day. See, when I'll be journaling, I'll be asking myself questions, I'll be analyzing my life, or sometimes I'll be journaling about utter BS, like the most stupid of things, but I'll enjoy it, so I'll carry on doing it. I've found that my journaling time is like self-discovery. I get to find out things about myself that I just never knew. Like, I'm nearly 20 years old and there's some things that I'm only finding out now. There are things that I only found out today about myself. And through this I've realized that most of us don't know ourselves. We spend time getting to know other people. We spend time getting to know that girl there, getting to know that guy there so he can become our best friend. But we don't spend time getting to know the only person we'll spend every single moment with. Like, do you not realize that just like you need to get to know a person there, you need to get to know yourself? Because fair enough, you've been with yourself, you've gone through all the events, but you haven't really sat with yourself. You haven't really sat to think about who you are. And maybe like 40, 50 years ago, before social media, like this wouldn't have been a major thing. But nowadays, we drown ourselves in social media. We'll spend 3 hours on TikTok, 3 hours on Instagram, 4 hours on YouTube, then you spend time playing games, and then you go see your friends. You will spend no time doing any activities that involve any type of self-discovery, and you expect to know yourself. If you were to ask 100 people today, do you know yourself? 99% of the people will say yes, but the one person who says no probably knows more about himself than all the other people, because he would have done the journaling, he would have done the self-discovery, and through that you'd find out that, you know what, there is a lot about myself that I don't know. You need to develop a constant journaling practice. See, some of the wisest men in the world used to journal every day, and people think that I'm fine if I don't journal. Like, look at meditations. Marcus Aurelius, meditations was his journal. He wasn't writing it so that he could publish it and look smart to other people. He was literally just writing this to himself. And in writing it, he found out what he was like. He found out what made him tick. And he reminded himself to always be good. And see, you can have the same thing in your journal. And you see, when you spend time journaling, when you spend time just thinking, right? Like any other person, you're going to find things that you hate, that you don't particularly like. But you also find things that you absolutely love about yourself. You will develop a deeper understanding for yourself. And understanding is the root to all deep connection. And I'm not going to lie to you, there are times where I do feel lonely. But 99% of the time, I have no reason to feel alone. I have no reason to feel like I'm lonely. Because all the time, I'm with myself. And I've cultivated a relationship with myself that's resulted in me becoming my own best friend. And this wouldn't have been possible without journaling. Before I started journaling, yes, I did like my own company, but I wouldn't say I was my best friend. And I definitely wouldn't say that I knew who I was. And if you were to ask me, do I know who I am right now? I can't say yes with confidence, but I can say I know more about myself than I did yesterday. And you'll only be able to do that through journaling. You'll only be able to enjoy solitude if you develop a practice of journaling.